Eu sei que vocês são boa atirando. Aqui desde o centro.
Tu vai começar?
Eu não sei.
Eu já fiquei.
É que eu vou sair na câmera se for.
Vamos. O garoto deixou uma TV, mas tá com cabo de aço. Não tem como tirar isso.
La pantalla principal del árbitro no tiene.
Quem é que. Tinha um
Uno de nosotros tiene que estar en el placar también. Nosotros trabajamos en 4.
Bora, Diego. Tiver aí, eu. Levanta a mão. É BJJ. Chegou.
Well, hello and a very warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Brasilia. It's time for the long-awaited debut of Jiu-Jitsu. Of course, the ancient martial art. It's been quite the evolution from back in the samurai feudal Japan era, where Jiu-Jitsu was used for medieval mauling on the ground, and via Jigoro Kano, who took it and made judo back in Japan, back in the ancient days. And from the shogunate to who can be great in this one, it's stopped by Brazil, of course, by Mitsuyo Maeda. And Maeda, everyone's favourite, I'm sure. And then it was the Gracie's adaptation in the early 1920s when Carlos Gracie took it and popularised it. And almost, well, exactly 100 years later, we're going to see the debut of Jiu-Jitsu in 2026 here on FISU. So, anxious times, exciting times, and it's very nice to have you with us as well. Of course, we have the centre referee on the mat, and it is 8 by 8 in terms of length and breadth. And we've went the length and the breadth of the world to find the best matchups in this blue and purple belt adults under 52 grouping. So, we have given the athletes their chance. Now, you'll know yourself, if you're competing here, you travel around the world, you worry about who you're going to compete against, you see them in the hotel or on the plane, and you're planning and scheming and coming up with game plans of what to do. Well, that might not be the case in this one, as Thailand take on Thailand. So Warada Ratjoren against Netado Vria. I'm sure they'll be no strangers to each other in terms of friendship, but the friendship set aside now to try and get, as you'll all know, if you're brand new to the sport, you're looking for those dominant positions. So if you try and take your opponent down like so, if you get a 2-pointer. You see the scoreboard there on the bottom left of your screen. There's also room there for any penalties and for any advantage if you almost score. So it's conducted over 5 stamina sapping minutes, and you might look at this and think, oh, going to your back, that's the wrong position. Actually not, because you're looking then to try and get any sort of hold on. And the objective, of course, to either pass guard for 3 points, which is to get your legs from the bottom, like Netado Varea is trying to do. Or ideally, if you can get the back mount for the big 4 score. Other ways to win, of course, joint locks and submissions. And this is a possibility now. Netado Varea dragging her Thai compatriot and momentary rival into deep waters now. And the referee happy to let this one literally roll. And if you do roll in your local Jiu-Jitsu club, you'll know exactly what this feels like. It might look straightforward, but the core is braced, the thighs and calves working at full speed, especially for Warada Ratchoren. She wraps another leg around there. Can she get her arm free? Doesn't look like it. Looks dangerous. The referee's keeping an eye. We're a little bit far away for you to be able to tell exactly. There we go. That's better. We'll talk about tangled up in blue. They're tangled up in the centre. Just about the halfway stage now. Cancelling each other out, just getting the foot out there of Ratchoren. She's trying to use the Jiu-Jitsu gi to force those shoulders down and get herself free. And this is a tough time now. A bit of an impasse. The referee happy to let things flow. Netado Varea trying to get that arm free. Which arm, I hear you say? It is a tangle of limbs at the moment. This is a chance to get at least side control. Netado Varea doing a very good job so far. Could it pay off? And the knowledgeable fans here, of course, in Brazil, know that a score is imminent. Good work from the referee. Gets the leg free. And there is the first score there for that bit of a takedown position. Gets the side control to some extent. Netado Varea and Warada Ratchoren being asked to stand again. And I do like this venue. It's a good size. And there is the conclusion of it. Just in the end, Netado Varea with that side control. She takes control early in this one in match 1 of 6 in the purple and blue belt setup here in the under 52 kilogram combat. And if you are looking at it, it's 3 seconds of a hold. You've got to get some dominant control. 4 points for a mount, that would be the back mount or the back control. 3 points for passing the guard, that's that kind of side control position. When you get your legs from the bottom onto the top, and 2 points for any takedown when you force your opponent to the ground and you're on top of them again for those 3 seconds. So that's the advantage, and that will be what's trying to be achieved now by Roa Al-Barnawi of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And she comes against Fernanda Mendonca. So So Fernanda Mendonca with the host nation on her shoulders, but she'll be hoping to have Roa Albarwani certainly on her back, and that would be the option. And she'll be trying to get on the back of the Saudi in this one. So here we go. And it's been good refereeing so far, keeping things safe, as we welcome Saudi Arabia and Brazil. Of course, a bit of a shorter journey here for Fernanda Mendonca, and a warm ovation for her. Roa Albarnawi from Saudi Arabia. And straight away, Fernanda Mendonca circling, trying to take that back position. She's going for the takedown early. She's going to get it because she's in really good form here. Takes the 2-point takedown. And that confidence can she get from that side control and pass guard. Roa Albarnawani not letting go of the top of the gi there. Trying to get the proper mount position now. That's going to be another 3, which becomes another 4. It's going to be 9 up now for Fernanda Mendonca. And of course, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, it is a new discipline in terms of international athletes out on the road. So Roa Albarnawi learning the hard way here. And it's the formidable Fernanda. She even has time to have a look at the time on the board. You can see for yourself, a minute gone, 9 points up. And we've all been there when you roll with someone who's better than you, and that's how you learn. And all the energy you use every time you think it's getting better, it'll often get worse. But Fernanda Mendonca holding on to this side control here. Can she get her leg out and up and over the back, or just stay down and sap the stamina of Saudi's Roa Albarnawi? She's looking to get that arm out. This is a bit of a dangerous one. Trying to bridge and get away is Roa Albarnawi. She's done well, you know. Only a momentary state of execution. Can she turn it over? This is going to be a submission, I would think. Watch the remaining free hand of Albarnawi. The referee's keeping a very close look. You can't quite see, of course. But good determination, Roa Albarnawi. She is digging deep. If you've been in that position yourself, it is exhausting. I think the referee's going to stand him up. Maybe there was a tap there. Yes, there was. So credit-worthy effort there, Roa Albarnawi. But Fernanda Mendonca winner by submission there. Well done to her. And of course the host nation will be delighted there. A Brazilian victory here on the debut in Brasilia. That was breathless. And good luck there to Team Saudi Arabia as Fernanda strolls out. As Mohammed Al Mahdi goes against Gabriel Sementili. As Kingdom of Saudi Arabia take on Canada. That's coming up. Really good production so far. Really enjoying the quality of the Jiu-Jitsu. I was going to say straightforward for the referee, but it usually is. All Jiu-Jitsu athletes grounded in respect, because there's nothing better for your ego than a bit of Jiu-Jitsu, no matter how strong you think you are. The referee just making sure everyone was ready. Gabriel Sementili of Canada plays against Mohammed Al Mahdi of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the Canadian straight away goes for the takedown. He's going to get it. Very impressive there. Trying to keep turning him as the call, the advantage given. Mohammed Al Mahdi from Saudi Arabia as Gabriel Sementili. In a difficult position.
Yes, that's it. That's it. One more time. Let's go. Take your lead.
Gabriel doing his best to get up here. You can probably hear the Canadian coach occasionally.
That's it. Turn towards him. Following. Left. Go to guard. That's it. Slow it down.
Good advice from the coach to slow him down, turn towards him. Al Mahdi came out so fast. Has he got the chance here at a possible choke? Oh no, good escape there from Al Mahdi. Gets his head out, does Al Mahdi. And the intention is given 2 advantage points now to Al Mahdi. He's been aggressive, he's going for it. He's very keyed up, doesn't he, the Saudi? Keys to victory are patience as well. Can he get round the back?
Practice his, Gabriel. Let's go. Yes, that's it, Gabriel.
Let's go.
It's going to be 4 advantages now to Mohammed Al Mahdi. If it were to go to a tie, he is in the lead. If you look at the little 4 next to the big yellow 0, the young Saudi is carrying this combat. Gabriel Sementili, no sentiment from him. He's been close with a couple of possible choke holds.
Yep. Slowly work on the gears.
And a ton of time, halfway.
Yeah, think about the sweep here, Gabriel. The moment that he's going to try to come up, think about the sweep.
So the Canadian coach advising to think about a possible sweep here. As Mohammed Al Mahdi will try to force his advantage. Very good as the call from the Saudi coach. He's held this advantageous position for 3 minutes now. Can he force a score? And this was the sweep call from the coach, but no. The strength there from Mohammed Al Mahdi. And he came out firing, didn't he? Went for that straight takedown, didn't get it. Took the advantage and he's held it ever since. There's going to be a stalling penalty perhaps against the Canadian. A referee warning. And that warning has been waved away as he's trying to go for it. This one heating up nicely. Mohammed Al Mahdi. And a little look at the clock there. Tries to pass the guard, but he's not got his head in control, so neither are in control. I wonder if the referee's going to stand them up. Yes, for the sake of the FISU hoardings and the horde of fans here. They're called back to the centre. Whatever energy you've got in the tank, you've got to go for it, is the call. And Mohammed Al Mahdi taking as much time as possible here, untying the pants, fixing the belt. And I'm sure that Gabriel Sementili does not mind at all. A welcome impasse for the young Saudi as he fixes his belt, but a 2-point difference in favour of Almadi. He's going to get one warning for passivity there. Good refereeing. 2-0 with 40. Shoots for the leg, being aggressive. Tries to drive him out, dumps him. But that one is out with, I think, the confines of the safety zone. So, Ju-Jitsu making its debut here on FISU, but both men keyed up. A little warning there. Try and keep it within the confines. It's under 56 kilogram. Blue and purple belt matchup. He's on the run is the call from the Canadian coach. He's also in the lead. He needs the takedown. There's not a lot of time left. Good sprawl though. Mohamed Almadi. That could be enough. Trying to take his back though. Has he got the chance? He won't let his arm free. Good defensive work from Almadi. Into the last 5 or 6 seconds now. The Saudi had the advantage. Gabriel Sementili trying to take his back. He's going to run out of time though. My goodness me. What a close contest. Mohamed Almadi came in jumping, doing acrobatics. He'd warmed up completely. He was almost completely worn down there by Gabriel Sementili. As Mohamed Almadi. Well, here on the debut of Jiu-Jitsu, he's the first man to win a match. And Brazil was the first woman to win the match as well. So, been really good stuff so far. Samantha Hoffman and Alola Aldoish from Germany and Saudi Arabia respectively. And the centre referee, who did a very good job there, will now take a break as we change over referees. And these are the best moments. You've qualified for the national team, you've done the training, the preparation, you've told everyone you're going, you've made your social media post, and now you get the chance to make the big entrance for the biggest of moments. Samantha Hoffman and Alolo Aldoish, and we will wish both of them all the best. And both sprawling, keeping their hips back from each other. Straighten your back is the call to Alola Aldoish. And Alola Aldoish is trying to follow the wishes of her coach here, but Hoffman pretty strong. Yeah, push her elbow is the call there from the coach, and I think that's going to be the first signal of the first possible advantage. And it's a winner by the submission there on the inside. We couldn't see it on the back there, so it just shows you the speed at which things can change. Hoffman submitting there in the top right corner out of the camera view, and just takes a little moment for herself there. Couldn't quite see that, to be fair, and that shows you how quickly things can change. As we turn our attention now to Brazil against Thailand in the under 52s. Fernanda Mendonça, well, she's got the illustrious honour of starting things off for Brazil. Warada Ratchoren, the first ever victorious competitor here. at the FISU debut of Jiu-Jitsu. Final bows and shows of respect. And how good was Fernanda Mendonça earlier? Warada Ratchoren will know all about it. Going a little bit quicker there than the clock. There we go, scoreboard's ready. And let's start again. Fernanda Mendonça circling, good shoot for the legs there. Warada Ratchoren looking for that single leg, but passing guard instantly there. But is it outside of the mat? Looks like it. Warada Ratchoren will have to be a little bit wary now, Warada. Mendonça circling, does well to sprawl and push her legs back out of the way, and that is a very good attempt there at that side control. Apologies there, we momentarily lost the picture, but in the picture now, Fernanda Mendonça has that 2-0 lead. That 2-point takedown, she forces the top control here. Warada Ratchoren looking worried here, understandably. Still a lot of time though, but not a lot of energy. Is that going to be another signal there for a score? I think it was an advantage, Mendonça. Yep, got a little green one in her favour. And the marginal gains of Mendonça forcing Ratchoren, who's struggling to breathe here. Is there enough strength in the arms of the Thai Jiu-Jitsu? Doesn't look like it. And as 2 becomes 6, becomes 9. The dominant position here for the continuous hold down. That 3-second rule for that 4-point mount, and the points are mounting up for Mendonça as she goes from 9 to 12 in quick succession. And another 2 for that sustained takedown. And she looks on the edge of taking out Warada Ratchoren. 18-0, that's going to be by superiority. She gives a little signal to her friends, family and fans in the stand. Very good. Impressive performance. Well, they came in and showed their respects to each other. They now go to their respective corners, if you like, the red and the blue. But Fernanda Mendonça read the playbook of Warada Ratchoren. And it's another good win for the Brazilian. And how fitting would it be for the host nation to have a victory? She still has the energy to sprint off to the side and shake hands there with one of the organisers as we organise ourselves for the next matchup. Good celebrations, that's what it's all about. Will Roa Albernawi be celebrating against Netado Viria as Saudi Arabia take on Thailand now in this under 52 kilogram matchup, match 4 of 6, in a compact arena, and it's compact for contact here in the FISU World University Championships of Combat Sports. So both athletes called to the centre now. Roa Al-Barnawi against Netado Viria as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia takes on Thailand. And the Saudi Al-Barnawi going straight to her back. She had a tough time against Fernanda Mendonca. Netado Virinha, has she got a hold of this arm here? It looked like it. She certainly got a hold of the first 3 points for the guard pass. And the first warning for stalling there, but not for much longer. Hard to see from this position, but is the armbar on? Well, that was close. Good scrambling there from Roa Al-Barnawi. Thank you for turning, because we can now see what's going on. Netado Viria on her back in blue. Yeah, armbar is the call from the coach. Can she straighten it out? Well, Al-Barnawi trying to keep that elbow safe. The referee keeping a good look at it. And I think we saw a submission there just on the top left of the court, and it was indeed a submission. Quite hard to see from this angle, but harder even for Al-Barnawi, who drops to Brazil and also drops there to Thailand. Nice bow there from Netado Viria as she makes her competitive bow with a good win. As the centre referee takes his break, we turn our attention back to match number 2 of 3 in the under 56 kilogram adult male grouping. Mohammed Al-Mahdi from Saudi Arabia will go against Gabriel Sementili. Young Saudi athlete just crossing your screen there. Sementili had a complex start, and there's a very fast start again. That could make the difference. Possible scores early and trying to get that big arm up and over. Shoulder pressure, the call from the coach. That big pressure being visited here by Al-Mahdi. Make the space, the call from the coach. He's imploring him, trying to do something. Opportunities now, perhaps. Well, it's the one advantage for Mohammed Al-Mahdi. Gabriel Sementili, has he got it? Oh, couldn't hold on to the arm there. And the young Canuck can't find the answers at the moment. Advantage now for Gabriel Sementili. A couple of minutes gone, and the energy of both being tested. Open up for the possible butterfly was the call from the coach, but that one has flown away as he grabs the single leg there. Mohamed Al Mahdi, can he get a score, but forcing it now? Gabriel Sementili. Passing guard for the possible advantage there. Mohamed Al Mahdi, not quite. There was a tap out there just on the bottom side there. Excellent again from Mohamed Al Mahdi. He looks pumped, doesn't he? Gabriel Sementili. Well, he was been asked to do the pendulum move, but the pendulum swung back to the Saudi corner. And the win is going to be by submission there. Well, the tap out. And Mohamed Al Mahdi gives a nice bow there, I think in prayer and in thanks. And Gabriel Sementili is running out of options here. Hasn't managed to post any scores on the board as yet, the Canadian. And they just keep on rolling as we turn their attention now to Samantha Hoffman. The German taking on Thailand's Aksarapak Sirimak. And Aksarapak Sirimak will be hoping to get more success for Team Thailand. Samantha Hoffman managing to produce a very early submission win. Aksarapak Sirimak hoping to make her mark, the taller of the two, but of course, as you'll know in Jiu-Jitsu, it was designed originally to help the smaller athlete to work from positions like this. So Samantha Hoffman, as she got a hold of the arm again here, it looks like it. Aksarapak Sirimak trying to get some sort of control here. If you're brand new to Jiu-Jitsu, you're looking for 3 seconds of a hold down. If you mount their back, you get 4 points. If you pass their guard, like Samantha Hoffman was near to doing there, you'll get 3. 2 points for a takedown. A knee on the belly will also get you a possible score. And belly on the knee will get you a possible diet. But trying to get on the menu here is an opportunity for Thailand to sneak round. That's good. And that's going to get the first score for Aksarapak Sirimak. And she leaves that space there. Samantha Hoffman does well. 2 points for the German. Apologies there. Samantha Hoffman, of course, is in red. Aksarapak Sirimak there we go. It was Aksarapak Sirimak that got that 2-point takedown. My eyes were not deceiving me. This is one for the referee to have a look at. Good use of that thigh there, and I think that's created the submission just off of our view. It has. So Aksarapak Sirimak was in blue after all, so my mind was not deceiving me. Aksarapak Sirimak creates that submission. Samantha Hoffman mercifully is okay. And it is the TIE fighter in this Star Wars with a nice bow there. As making their bow again will be Kingdom of Saudi Arabia against Thailand this time. Roa Albarnawi against Warada Ratjorin. Fast and frenetic, isn't it? Really good stuff. And you'll know yourself if you're rolling in your club, you need, well I do anyway, you need a couple of minutes to recover. And here she comes, Roa Albarnawi. She's showing some real good determination. No shortage of technique, but can't quite get a win just yet. And I've fought at the World University Games on a few occasions, and it's not an easy thing to do. Not in Jiu-Jitsu, which is the domain of both Roa Albarnawi and Warada Ratjorin. Match 5 of 6 in the under 52 kilogram combat grouping. Shoots for that single leg. Goes for the big throw. Huge, impressive, expansive. And the 2-point takedown, plus taking the air from the tires of Albarnawi. Warada Ratjorin. Can she get this leg round? You're looking for the 3 seconds hold, or also that side control position, or the top mount. It changes so quick. Albarnawi in a bit of trouble now. And this is where the, well, judo of course derives from jiu-jitsu, and that control of the lapel. And from the newaza, this is where it was originating. As Warada Ratjorin takes that back control for another 4. Has the presence of mind to look at the score. She's doing well, 6 up. And Jiu-Jitsu's debut delivering nicely here. Albarnawi might be on the verge of a couple of warnings for just being unable to get anything going. Is it another score? Hovering over it. Stalling. Advantage instead. 2 advantages for Warada Ratjorin. Scores are mounting up now for Thailand's finest. Can she get one more turn? And it is. And she's keeping this position nicely. 11 turns to 15 in the blink of an eye. And a victory of superiority in the offing. Roa Albarnawi. It's been a tough learning curve now for the Saudi athlete. I think this is going to be 17. Yes, it is. Another 2 on the board. And we're seconds away from one more turn. Well, that 2 has been taken back off. The centre referee disagreeing with the chief referee. But the commander-in-chief in this one, Warada Ratjorin, 15 love. It's not tennis, but it's been an ace performance, and there's a lot to love about the efforts of Warada. And those efforts are going to be rewarded this time. She goes to 19-0. Oh, Albarnawi in a lot of trouble here. Not quite the rear naked choke hold. Referee keeping a good close look. This could be, well, no, that's better. From the Saudi perspective, gets her arm out of the way. Well, the only thing that remains is the clock, of which there is 1 minute. Murada Ratchoren wraps herself around again. Roa Albarnawi has given every single ounce of effort and energy, but her stamina will be wrung out as Warada Ratchoren runs down the clock here. Last 20 seconds for a comprehensive win for Thailand. Can she force the submission? She's going for it, but the defensive shell intact for Albarnawi. And the clock is going to beat the efforts there of Saudi's finest, and also Warada Ratchoren exhausted. Good performance from the Thai athlete, and that winner on points 19-0. Warada Ratchoren. A rapturous applause awaits, and well done to her. Well, in the next contest, as we see Thailand's... Oh, just lost you for a second there. Netado Varia will face against Fernanda Mendoca. And she's no joker, is Mendoca. She's got all the wins so far.
Nela não, né? Ó, você não pode apertar em nada aqui, tá ligado?
Mas é que eu tava assim.
Ah tá, aí você apertou, então aqui.
And these historic moments as well. As Netado Varia faces up to the might of Mendoca. Fernanda has been fantastic so far. Netado Varia on her back here, trying to pass that guard position for the 3 points with Fernando Mendonca, but she's also showing her patience, and I think Netado Varia's tactics is to try and grab the arm and get that armbar early, but the Brazilian using those powerful legs to keep the distance. But good game plan adaptation by Netado Varia. That's going to be the first advantage there with the score for the Thai exponent. And she's got Fernando Mendonca tied up here. And for the first time, the Brazilian has been made to go through her repertoire. Good strength. She pushes herself out, almost trying to take control again though. Varia, and this is very good indeed. Well, the atmosphere here, perfect. Jiu-Jitsu making its debut here on the FISU domain. And Netado Varia advancing her career It's a 2-point lead at the moment. Still plenty of time, 3 minutes to go. Well, the Brazilian fans trying to implore Fernanda Mendonça to get some sort of grip. The referee's having a right good look here. You can't see exactly what he's seeing, but that triangle position of the two legs. It's a strong one. And you can dig your own ankle into your own calf. It's a possible triangle. Trying to get her head out though. Natado Cariña, can she do so? Doesn't look like it. This is going to be a strong position now for Fernanda. She's going to take this top position. She's going to take the score as well. 2-2. Can she keep on rolling? Gets the head out though. Natado Varia does well. This is a quality matchup. And again, trying to get the arm out. The Brazilian. Using both legs. Forcing the wrist. A good movement from Varia. She moves into a safer position. Referee's watching. You can see the wristbands on both, the red or blue. That's where they signal the scores. I think there's going to be a signal of a score here for blue. It's an advantage. Fernanda Mendonça. Can she choke her? And she's going to get the 2. That's the first time she's really had to fight back, the Brazilian. As we creep towards the last minute now. It's a big match up here. The adults under 52 kilogram, the best two. Natado Varia against Fernanda Mendonça. Brazil's best against the top tie. And she's got her tied up in the centre. Referee checks the time. You can do the same. The sprawling efforts of Natado Varia. Digging the chin in there, Mendonça, just using any means necessary to run down this clock. She has a little look. And the energy supply is done for Thailand. Natado Varia, absolutely exhausted. Can't move. She's cooked. And there's the chef. Fernanda Mendonça was made to work right to the finish there. And she is victorious. That was tremendous, wasn't it? And she sinks to her knees to pick up her belt. And she's going to pick up the victory as well. Really, really good jiu-jitsu. And for the blue Brazilian, she's been 1 in a million so far. Natado Varia gave everything. But the winner from Brazil, Fernanda Mendonça. And she's absolutely shattered. Look at that. I've lost count. It's either 3, I think it's 4 big matches that she's won back to back. And she'll be needing the ice packs and the recovery drinks at some point. But not much time to recover now, as we shift our attention to the under 57s. As Thailand take on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Aksarapak Siramak against Alolo Aldoish. So the women's under 57 kilograms. Aksarapak Siramak from Thailand. It's been a good effort from them so far against Alola Aldoish. Now, Aldoish was submitted in the previous round, so hopefully she's okay to continue. Yes, she is. That's always good news. In fact, here we go. Alola Aldoish closest to you. I was having a good listen to the coaches there. Although Aldoish's Saudi coach had been happy with the work, but look at this. Aksarapak Siramak is going to take that one there. That was very good indeed. And super performance. And just the quality. You have to submit to the better one. And just a tap out there. Alawel Aldoish. Well, she will wish that she can learn from these big experiences. She's done well. But in the end, no match. And speaking of matches, we move up to the under 62 kilograms. Hossein Al-Yami against Arthur Marquez of Brazil. That's coming up. So here we go. Hossein Al-Yami against Arthur Marquez. Arthur Marquez, the Brazilian in blue, goes to that defensive posture first. Happy to hit the mat. And Hossein Al-Yami just has a little look at the referee there. And the referee decides to stand him up. Just confirmation there from the centre ref as to who had the dominant position. I think there was one little penalty given against both Al-Yami and Marquez. And we're underway. Hossein Al-Yami this time right on the edge of that 8x8 tatami. There's the 1 metre kind of safety zone, which is never too safe. Referee keeping an eye as Al-Yami trying to make sure that he doesn't give away any ground to Artur Marquez. And they're stopped again, and they may be both warned again. And just the second warning there goes to Hossein Al-Yami, and the 2 advantages in favour of Artur Marquez. So 2 advantages, 2 penalties for both, neither committing. Safety first. Couple of minutes gone so far. How much of the energy has escaped from both men? Hossein Al-Yami, the man furthest away, and the referee's going to stand him up again. And I would venture it's going to be another penalty. Two advantages each. 2 points now for Marquez. As 2 becomes 4. I think they're just going to pull that back. Yeah, just to 2. And that will do for the moment. And the referee clearly pointing to blue there. So from the earlier free flowing, this one's been a bit of a stop start. Just a little bit of confusion here, not so much in terms of the administration, which has been really good, I have to say, making their debut here. Jiu-Jitsu, they've been smooth, they've been on time, well organised. Just a couple of glitches there, and it was the 3 penalties that were given rather than the extra points, so it's exactly a tie. Hossein Al-Yami determined not to engage too much as they both sit down. There's another advantage for blue signalled. And the energy sapping efforts of both men, they're really pushing it now. 3 minutes have come and gone, 2 minutes remain. 2-2. They can't be separated except for the advantage, which is marginally with Artur Marquez if it was to stop right now, but it won't as they sprawl and kick. They're having a good look here. A minute and 10 seconds, that's going to be another 2 for Hossein Al-Yami. He manages that takedown position, the knee on belly as well. Hossein Al-Yami just digging his feet in there. Literally digging his heels in with the last 30 seconds or so. Artur Marquez needs to come back into this one, the Brazilian. He's got the will and the skill, the man from Brazil, but he hasn't got much time. A little look there. Hossein Al-Yami tumbling out of that safety zone, just having a little swipe at the microphone. Good work from one of the organisers here. This is key now. Last 20. Arthur Marquez needs the score. The Brazilian on his haunches. Can he get onto the back of the man from Saudi, Hossein Al-Yimi? To his credit, the Brazilian shoots for the legs, but the time ticks down. The time ticks down. The host nation's favourite, Arthur Marquez, cannot get it done. Very good performance, Hossein Al-Yimi. They will now adjust their Ju-Jitsu gi. But Hossein Al-Yimi made the adjustments technically when it was required, and that is a very, very good win for the young Saudi. Confirmation from the referee. Hossein Al-Yimi is victorious here. Well, it is of course massively popular thanks to that Gracie Brothers evolution, but gracing us with a good performance there, Hossein Al-Yimi. And on we roll now. The under 63 kilograms. Brazil against Thailand. Kwane Victoria against Nana Madkla. Nana Madkla in blue, of course. Victoria Kwane. Can she use her technique here? Happy to go to ground early. Nana Madkla, can she get that right wrist loose? You can see it's just been held by the gi, and of course you need really strong finger strength. You don't want to have any tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. Need that grip. Good use of the leg there. Excellent. Victoria Kwane. Can she turn it over? Got close to it. Needs to push it. Well, good strength here. Nana Madkla on the defence. Well, the momentum momentarily gone for Victoria. Well, that right leg there of Nana Madkla around the back of the head of the Brazilian was momentarily the target. She's got a hold of it. Can she get the takedown? Didn't look like the full score. It does this time. The takedown is given. So just shows you, doesn't it? You get hold of the right ankle, you get your own feet up and over. Very easy to say, but extremely difficult to do. It's going to be another couple of points minimum here for this hold down. Has she got the top position? The referee's going to stand them back up again. And Victoria Kwame takes the same dominant position, but just in the centre of the tatami now. Anna Markla in a bit of trouble now. Okay, the call from the coach, but it's anything but okay because it's going to be another advantage now for the Brazilian. Can she pass guard? Get that knee around. Good use of that straight arm there from Markla. Oh, good adaptation though. There was a possible armbar there for just a few seconds, of which 2 minutes to go. Well, 2 is going to become 5 from that 3-point hold down. Yep, Victoria Kwame against Nana Markla, and it's not going well now for the Thai Jiu-Jitsu exponent here. And the battler from Bangkok in blue, has she given up the arm? There's a possible armbar there. Good defence, but it's going to be another. A mere stay of execution, 12-0 at some point, and that's going to come quite soon. Could be a submission. Referee's giving a good look at it. You've got to defy all the pain now. Well, the 12-0, the key statistic, the key detail. 12 points up with, well, exactly 12 seconds left. Victoria Kwame is going to take the victory here. It's going to be victory for Victoria. And none of that for Markla. She couldn't quite get it done, Nana Markla. At no point did she look really to put the Brazilian in danger. And it is victory for Victoria. Well done to her in the women's under 63 kilogram grouping. And well done there to both coach and fighter. They pose for one little photo. Well done. As we shift our attention now to the under 70 kilogram grouping. Luis Sosa Santos against Suchinard Lequiu. Such an oddly cute. In the black gi, and Luis Salazar Santos with that minor advantage. At the FISU World University Championships of Combat Sports, Jiu-Jitsu making its debut, of course. It was supposed to happen in 2020, but we all know that was not a year for anything, and it's been rescheduled here to Brasilia. And I think a little embrace there. I think there was a tap out there from Lee Kyu. Yes, I think there's going to be winner by submission there. Luis Salazar Santos showing her skills. And congratulations to her. Well done. Comprehensive. A nice win by submission. And the Brazilian still has plenty of energy left for a nice photo and embrace with her coach. Well done. Embracing the big occasion. As we turn our attention now to the under 62 kilogram grouping. Hossein Al-Yimi against Artur Marquez. And a change of referee. Back they come. So who's going to back themselves in this one? Hossein Al-Yami. He's been elusive. He's been electric on occasions. Artur Marquez likewise. But our centre referee, very experienced. And she's kept them in the confines of the safe area. And the first little warning there for passivity as both go to ground, but it is Hossein Al-Yimi, that's his favoured tactic. As they both battle for that, well, not top position yet, just the best grip. A bit like in judo, where the grip fighting is the key aspect at the start, as Hossein Al-Yimi has a little look at the referee, asking to be stood up, but of course the referee, wise to it, he knows, and she knows, that it's going to be another warning there. And a couple of advantages in favour of Marquez, and a couple of penalties as well. Same for the Saudi corner. Hossein Al-Yimi trying to present a small target by going to ground again. Quite right too, wise move. This the under 62 kilogram. the colour belt contests between blue and purple. And the referee just looking at this possible ankle lock there. We can't see exactly the detail of it from this position, so I think the referee's going to stand them up again. It's been very well run so far, as we see the 2 points apiece. Excellent refereeing, excellent timekeeping and procedure from the Federation. But most importantly, the quality of the Jiu-Jitsu. Well, the higher it goes, sometimes you get stalemates like this where neither wants to commit. And Hossein Al-Yimi hitting the deck straight away there. Artur Marquez trying to force the action. I think that's going to be the warning there for Al-Yimi alone. Go straight to the deck. Without engaging, as they both do now. And they're locked up in the centre. Artur Marquez trying to get some sort of strength here. Turns it over, but the arm is not in any sort of dangerous position. Hossein Al-Yami doing a good defensive shift here as we reach just about the halfway stage. Well, 3 minutes have come and gone. Hossein Al-Yimi and Artur Marquez going down the stretch here. And a bit of an impasse here. Both the Brazilian and the Saudi having a look at the referee, who stands them up again. She's probably been the busiest in this contest, as the warnings continue. And I think that is going to be a bit of a controversial stoppage there. Hossein Al-Yimi not pleased there. I'm just looking for the confirmation there. A double withdrawal, I think, a double disqualification. Well, that's a draw then, because they didn't want to engage, and the centre referee, quite rightly, saying if you're not here to engage in positive jiu-jitsu, well, you can go away and think about it and come back. So they'll have to do that. But that is a drawn contest. And of course, one of the brief in the FISU World University Championships of Combat Sports is to keep the combat flowing, and that's good from the referee. I like to see that, as Brazil now take on Thailand. And the adults blue and purple belt under 63 kilogram contest. And there she is, Victoria Koane. And she will go up against Nana Madkla. And there she is. And this is the penultimate match in this weight division. So they're moving towards medal territory, or at least contention, as Brazil take on Thailand. Victoria Koane circling. She's in the red belt. Anna Madkla, well, you can guess which one she's in. Looking for that back control position for the 4. Looking for the takedown for the 2, or the knee on the belly. And if you can pass guard, you'll get 3. Other than that, the referee will make sure they're not too passive, in which case they'll get a penalty. And if they get close to holding it down for 3 seconds but not quite, they'll get the little advantage. So far, neither has the advantage. Yeah, the referee calling both in, giving both that penalty for stalling. Has got the single leg at least. Can she turn over? Victoria Kwane looks to take the back mount. Can she force the takedown? Good scrambling though. Nana Maklada aware of where she was on the tatami. 2 points. Well, that could have been a lot worse for the Thai exponent. Victoria Kwane, confidence high now. Can she double up the scores? Gets her head out. Gets round for another possible 2. Has she got the strength? She gets the side control momentarily. And the stamina searching effort here. And 3 minutes to go, and when you're in this position that can feel like 3 hours. As you'll all know, no breathing space, no quarter given, and no chance there. Look at the right hand of Nana Maklada trying to push the thigh away of Victoria Kwane. Can't get any sort of purchase now. Halfway stage now. Possible score. She's got good control of that arm, you know. Nana Maklada. Good strength though. Victoria Kwane blasts her way free. Thai coach a little bit concerned. The reason for that, well, I was going to say another possible score, but they're right on the edge. I wonder if the referee will bring them back in. She duly does. There's still time for Nana Maklada. Is there energy though? Victoria Kwane has been good so far. And the referee bringing them back to the exact position they were in before. This time in the safety of the centre. Well, in a tangle, looking for options now. Nana Maklada running out of time, and with every second that passes she'll be running out of energy as well, because the strength of Victoria Kwane has been brought to bear. Can she turn 2 into 4, get this knee onto the belly at least? But good defensive work there. I think that is going to be the score, yes. Manages to get it on. That side control, 5-0 now, and very much in control. It's all the fives now. 55 seconds. 5-0 up. Nana Madclap holding strong. But Victoria Kwane is going to take yet another score here. And just over half a minute now from another victory for Victoria. In this under 63 kilogram grouping of the purple and blue belt. Well, it's no wonder that this makes such a key component of the UFC program, as the battle on the White House lawn looms. It's the battle in Brazil here that's been won by the host nation. Excellent performance again, Victoria Kwane. She had to work hard, but she's taken the win. Well, the will and the skill from Brazil. Victoria Kwane, a 5-0 winner in this one. A nice show of respect between the two as they go back to their respective coaching corners. Happy with the work for the Brazilian team. She's put herself right into contention now and no energy left. She'll need to get back and recover. A tough day at the office here at the FISU Combat Games for the World University students, and who's going to graduate with honours in this one. It's been a really good day of action so far, and that action continues now as we move up to the under 70 kilogram grouping. Luis Souza Santos goes against Roxana Balger. And time for a little refreshment there for the judges before they switch positions. And I hope you're relaxing too and enjoying this class Jiu-Jitsu. The World University Championships of Combat Sports delivering here on the debut of Jiu-Jitsu here in Brasilia. Well, a beautiful city with stark white buildings. Looks like the starched white gi of the combatants here as the centre referee, fresh from his refreshments, gets us underway now in the under 70 kilogram grouping. And here she comes, Luis Souza Santos, winner by submission in her previous contest. Roxana Balger of Hungary. Of course, she'll be hungry for success in this one. Can she get something on the board early as they both present as small a target as possible? Luis Souza Santos in the black gi. Roxana Balger, of course, decked out in blue. The Hungarian, as both keeping their hips as far away from each other as possible at the moment, almost in a kind of freestyle wrestling style posture. Or given that it's all the upper body, it's the Greco-Roman, of which that is part of the FISU calendar here. You can find it all on FISU TV. And you knew that anyway, because that's why you're here. Luis Sousa Santos sizing up Balger here of Hungary. If you hold your opponent down for 3 seconds, the hold will be valid. You can also submit your opponent if you can get hold of their arm, as the Brazilian tried to do there. Taking this top position, they'll be worth 2 for Santos, plus the 4 for the hold down. That'll take her up to 6. There we go. If you get the knee on belly, that'll be worth a couple of points as well. Passing guard to that kind of side control would be worth 3. But it's worth watching the referee as well, because they can give out advantage or penalty for too much stalling. But Luis Sousa Santos, made of strong stuff. I think the referee's going to separate them, bring them back to the safety of the centre. They were just on that 1 metre safety zone. That's the blue portion around the tatami. That's going to be another score, you would venture, for the Brazilian. She certainly got that extra advantage. You had a little green 1 next to the 6. So the referee convinced that Luis Sousa Santos is in a prime position. And I'm sure Roxana Balger would reluctantly agree. It's been tough for the Hungarian. She just can't quite get out from under. A little tap and a little warning of a penalty there for Roxana. Roxana did have to put on the red light, and it is 6-0 with the red light on. Tries to bridge and force her way out, drive those hips up, but has she given away her arm here? The arm bar was close, but the Hungarian scrambles to safety, or not. I think that was that a poke there in the unintentional. Roxana Sousa Santos there seems to be okay. Luis Sousa Santos win by submission there. Roxana was really good, I have to say, into the last 48 seconds. They did well to keep it going, but it's brilliance from the Brazilian. Yeah, good show of respect there. Vanquished foe and the victorious Brazilian. Confirmation there. Luis Sousa Santos with the submission of Roxana Balger. That's going to be 3 back-to-back victories for the Brazilian as the fans in the stands make their way out from the arena. turn their attentions now to the under 77 kilograms. And the blue and purple belt adults match up between Brazil and Thailand. Arthur Pinheiro against Kritapat Sengwang. Kritapat Sengwang, of course, in blue. And there's the Brazilian fans in the stands. And it's been a really good debut so far for Jiu-Jitsu. And primed and ready, gives himself a right good slap and ready to go here. Arthur Pinheiro. And Kritapat Sengwang. Precarious position for Kritapat Sengwang. Energy sapping. And Arthur Pinheiro Alves, can he get that arm out? He's looking for it. Well, he gets that underhook on the left side, overhook on the right, grabs his own wrists. Beginning to put the squeeze on. And with every pull of that wrist, he was taking energy away there from Kritapat Sengwang. Well, the aggression so far of Arthur Pinheiro. Can he force at least one advantage onto the board? Kritapat Sengwang does well to use that straight arm to force the right shoulder down. And that kinetic chain trying to turn the advantage somehow with a couple of minutes gone. Ever closer. Look out for that left leg. The referee keeping a close eye. And there's the first advantage for Arthur Pinheiro. The green 1 next to his red 0. Good attempt to pass that guard. Kritapat Sengwang. A little warning there for the Brazilian. Is he stalling? Trying to get the knee on the belly at least. But no chance to pass guard. Good defensive work from Arthur Pinheiro Alves. A highly engrossing contest, but a very low score. Can he? Well, he's got it this time. He's got both ankles wrapped across the wrist. But good athleticism there from Kritapat Sengwang. Gets himself back out. He's going to get another advantage though, the Brazilian. That makes 2 if you look there in the green next to the red 0. Into the last minute we go. Any score could separate the two now. The referee has a good look at it. any sort of back control. This time there's advantage given to Team Thailand. 2 of them. Kritipak Sengwang ties it up 2-2 in terms of advantages. Last 45 seconds in terms of who can score. Both men glued to the floor, trying to slide out. Kritipak Sengwang, has he got the stamina? Can't get his knee free. Well, that's good strength there from Artur Pinheiro Alves. Almost forcing a score, going through the full acrobatic repertoire. Both men exhausted now. Into the last 10 seconds we go. He's going to come down, you would think, to that score. Artur Pinheiro Alves took the 2. And with 2 seconds to go, he's going to take the win as well. My goodness me. No scores until the out of 4 minutes and 48 seconds, no scores. And then Artur Pinheiro Alves finds the score when he needs it. Kritipak Sengwang will be gutted after that one. Unlucky from him. And it's all smiles for Artur Pinheiro Alves. Very good performance. Talk about stamina until the last seconds. Kritipak Sengwang goes back to his coach in the corner. And King Arthur in that one. Good performance from the Brazilian. Well, Konstantin Müller from Germany will take to the tatami now against Sofana Lim, or Sopna Win. And Sopana Moen Lim having a look here. Well, Muller mauling on the top. Sopana Lim, Cambodia's finest. Can he find any crumb of comfort here? Don't let him slow you down, the call saying that he's slowing you down. Get the grip, the call from the German coach.
Nice, nice. Look it in, look it in, look it in, look it in. Cut first. Break the posture, get it tight first. Yeah, little by little now. Yeah, let's go, Jack.
Looking for the possibility there. Did he get the submission? Looked like it. The referee holds it up. That was super from Sopana. And it was the Cambodian coach who was calling it out there. Apologies for that, just couldn't quite see it from this vantage point. But that was super fast from Sopana. As we switch our attention now to the adults under 70 kilograms. Hungary against Thailand, Roxana Balger against Suchanad Likyu. So here we go, the business end now. Roxana Balger against Suchanad Likyu, and it's a very strong start there, no messing around at all. 2 points on the board for Suchanad Likyu. Finds that dominant takedown and goes with the 4-point hold as well, as 2 goes to 6. Roxana Balger in a little bit of trouble here. Of course, well, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu evolving out of Jiu-Jitsu itself. Motsu Maeda arriving from Japan, and then it was the Gracie family that took it and turned it in the popular direction that it's ran in ever since. And of course, as Jiu-Jitsu makes its big debut here at FISU 2026, we're seeing all the skills. And it was supposed to be making its debut in 2020, but we all know what happened then. But catching their breath was a problem in those days, but not now. Just an opportunity to... Roxana Balger trying to sprawl or force her hips up and try and do something here, because just the sheer weight of Suchanad Likyu. It's such a hard position against Suchanad. And after that imperious run of 6 big points for the 2 takedown and then the 4 hold down, just holding it strong now as we reach the halfway stage. Roxana Balger trying to get up and over, but the control very much with Suchanad of Thailand. And that 6 is going to go to even higher now with that extra point scored there. Changing and getting the back control. And she's in full control now. 13-0 with just a couple of minutes remaining. And Roxana Balger's debut here. It's been a tough day so far for the Hungarian. Showing plenty of skill and desire. Can she get out from under? And it's the little mini victories that you've got to console yourself with. As the Hungarian has got a real uphill battle here. And just when she looked she was going to get out, Suchanad Likyu holds down for another 4. She's got the back control again. Possibly choke hold on as well. 1:20 will tell us. On match number 3 of 3 in the blue and purple belt division. here in the under 70 kilogram group. Not much time for the Hungarian to do anything, but just hang on. Struggling for breath here. And if Suchinad Likyu can grab her own wrist, well, this could be a tap out. Watch out for the hands of the Hungarian. The referee's having a look. Just doesn't want to give it up here, showing great determination here, Roxana Balger. She's got 35 seconds, and that will feel like a lifetime to hang on here. And it's going to be yet more control for Suchinad Likyu. There's been nothing leaky about her defence. And nothing left to question about her attack as well. Into the last 15 seconds. The submission would be the icing on the cake, but not giving it up. Roxana Balger, to her credit, determined, digging in. You might not take the win, but you'll take the credit from the community. Good effort there, Roxana Balger. But effort plus quality equals Likyu. And so good. And Suchinad, such a good performer. And takes a very comprehensive win there. Switch your attentions now to the men's under 85 kilograms, blue and purple belts. Well, it is in fact the under 62 kilogram combat. So obviously going up the weight divisions. Apologies there, I was just reading the running order. Who's going to be the main runner in this one? Hossein Al-Yami against Artur Marquez as Saudi Arabia take on Brazil. And match 3 of 3 in this grouping. And if you've seen it, Hossein Al-Ayim loves this position here, but Artur Marquez more than happy to put the pressure on. And one advantage there for Hossein Al-Ayim. Hossein Al-Yami concedes that one advantage there to Artur Marquez. A little green 1 next to the 0. Tied up in the centre, the referee keeping a close eye. Neither man being able to extricate themselves from each other's clutches here. Just that one minor advantage in favour of Artur Marquez. As we tick-tock towards 2 minutes 45, just about halfway through this one. Hossein Al-Yami, the man in red, lying on the mat. He's relying on his defensive work, as he has done so far, to good effect. Of course, Jiu-Jitsu, one of the bedrocks of the UFC, that fighting discipline, but it's a discipline on the tatami. You don't want to give up a single millimetre or any strong position unless you're trying to turn the tables. As we turn our attentions now to the last 2 minutes, trying to turn it up and over there. Good aggression there. And Hossein Al-Yami keeps himself safe and small. Keeps the elbows tucked in, the knees close. Has a little look back to his coach. Well, the minor advantage in favour of Artur Marquez. Just over a minute now. This one for the purists, no question. Difficult techniques. High IQ and low scoring. Hossein Al-Yami needs to at least try and force an advantage now. Artur Marquez, can he shut things down? 15 seconds will tell us. In the closest of close contests, the first score could make the difference. The Brazilian is up on his toes, trying to get up and past the guard. Hossein Al-Yami kicks away, but has he thrown away the chance by the one advantage? They're going to go to the criteria for a tie score. And Hossein Al-Yami, well, will he count the cost of that defensiveness? High tension now. The centre referee will signal the winner of this one. That's the third of 3 matches within this division. And the winner by points will be the Brazilian Artur Marquez. That one advantage, well, Hossein Al-Yami was stuck to the tatami. Artur Marquez sticks to his task and takes the win. Well done to him. And well done to our referees as well. They've conducted this in fine order. Kept the rollers rolling. As we roll forward now to the remaining combat. We'll be turning our attentions now to the under 85 kilogram grouping, where Germany takes on Canada. In the 3 remaining contests of the day, Simon Palut of Germany will create on David McKinley. Or McGinley, I should say. The Scottish accent may be throwing you off there. But I'm sure McGinley back in the day has some Scottish heritage. I'll not be rooting for him. I'll keep it impartial, of course. But Simon Pallett, the big German. He goes in red. And the more squat, stocky is David McKinley, and McGinley from Canada going in this one.
That's it, get up. Try getting up, David. Get on your knees, get up. Yes, we thought about this. This is the plan, yep.
Simon Pallett stepping up there on the elbow of David McGinley. The Canadian coach saying, yeah, we've talked about this, we've planned for this. A kind of seesaw position now. The strength of Pallett, not enough to force McGinley up and over.
With respect to the arms, though. With respect to the arms.
Hey, you need to sit first. Only in challenge you can stand up.
That's it, yep. Back pass, yeah.
Good strength from McGinley on the top position here. Simon Pallett, it's not as palatable for him. He can't get any sort of momentum going at all. The strength of the Canadian in mind and body there for all to see. He's dominated for the first minute and a half. I wonder if he'll pick up an advantage at some point here.
Yeah. Open, hard open. Watch out for your arms.
Good work from Simon Pallett there. Bridges with the legs, pushes the hips up and over. And that's a good 2-point score there. Good creativity from the German as he takes 2 and holds down for another 4. That was really good. McGinley had used all of his strength. And Pallett got the big legs in there. Like lifting a pallet, the forklift up and over.
Get up. Get your knees in between. Get your knees in between, David. Let's go. Get your knees in between. Nice. Start working it out. That's good. David, you gotta start like building height. Get on your knees. Start building height or take the back. Start building height or take the back. Slowly. Push the face.
Plenty of calm in the Canadian coaching corner. Trying to slowly build that base with the leg up to the face of Simon Pallett.
Get up. Build height.
It's a 6-0 advantage to the taller German at the moment as he tries to at least control that shin, but it's a good lock around from McGinley. The German does get out. Can he get the knee on the belly for 3?
Start turning. Turn. Get on your knees.
To keep it for 3 seconds. The referee gives the 2 now to McGinley for getting that defensive position. It's been taken away again. It was a mistake. So it's going to be, I think, yes. I was going to say 4 becomes 8, but 8 becomes 11. And what a way to make 11. Simon Pallett, I think there, just forcing that submission, I believe, at the end there. It was hard to see on this side. And yes, it is the win by submission. Pallett producing the points, and David McGinley from a good start from the Canadian. Couldn't quite get it done. Nice show of respect to both coaches. And a good part of the learning curve there for David, and good points on the board for Pallet. 11 up. Turn their attentions now to the under 85 kilogram and blue and purple belt division. Running in there, Thanapat Polput against Guilherme Pereira as Thailand take on Brazil. Not for the first time today, there have been plenty of matchups. Thanapat Polput going to ground first. Good control of that thigh, and both men spinning around here, trying to get some sort of grip, but the referee will separate them. And was there a tap out there? I think there was. Yes, a tap there, just by Guillermo Pereira. Thanapat Polput finding the answer. Guillermo will be absolutely gutted there. I wonder if he was carrying an injury on the way in there, but we couldn't see it from that angle. Maybe you could, maybe you've got sharper eyes than me. It wouldn't be difficult, but that was clear in the end, the submission. As we now turn our attention to Cambodia against Brazil in the adults under 77 matchup. Sopana Lim against Arthur Pinheiro. Brazilian pumped up for this one, Arthur Pinheiro. Sopana Lim. Cambodia sprawling straight away, gets that wrap around the standing leg of Arthur Pinheiro. Good creativity here from Sopana Lim. Don't stop there, the call from the coach. It's a good control of the back possibility there. The referee signals it. The score for 2 for the takedown. That's the turnover. The advantage given Sopana Lim. He's now out on a limb here. He's out on a 2-point lead. To come up against the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu components and opponent here in Brazil, it'd be quite a thrill to take him out. Sopana Lim was trying to do just that. Still a ton of time though. Calm coaching. And Sopana Lim continue to take advantage of it. Gets a good strong grip of the gi with his right arm. And with every second he's taking some energy away from Arthur Pinheiro. Good use of the legs there from the Brazilian. Can he force his way out? He's looking for the arm of Arthur Pinheiro. option to try and control for the takedown there, but there wasn't any more than 3 seconds, but the advantage still, Sopana Lim. Heavy taping on Artur Pinheiro's hand. That's going to reduce his ability to get that grip there with that left hand. In fact, it's Sopana Lim. It's so hard to see the tangle of limbs. There's the blue taping on the red belted figure. But safe to say, I'm sure there's plenty of tape on Artur Pinheiro's fingers as well. That's standard procedure by the time you get to this stage, not in the sport but in the day as well. But the tail of the tape reads 2-0. To make sure that Artur Pinheiro, you shall not pass. He's trying to get round there. Opportunity. Has he slipped around? Is he going to take the 2 minimum? Into the last minute now. The advantage of 2. The score of 2. The crowd know what this means here. Artur Pinheiro Alves. Can he get some sort of score here? He's worked hard for it. Sopana Lim is geeless. Got plenty of guile and gut for the Brazilian as he guts out a 3 there. He passes guard. Can he pass muster as we pass towards? Well, just about the last 30 seconds now. Sopana Lim was really good. Had the lead. But Artur Pinheiro Alves found a rush of energy, a surge of skill, and it's the man from Brazil by the merest of margins. It's going to be 5-2 in the end. The referee separates them. My goodness me. A warm ovation for both, I would think, but certainly for the host nation. Artur Pinheiro. Talk about pulling the sword from the stone. King Arthur there pulled his arm out, pulled out the skill. And Sopana Lim, from having been so good for so long, his coach was saying, don't let him pass, don't let him pass. But Artur Pinheiro Alves managed to do just that. And at the World University Games level, all university students know you've got to pass your exams. And passing with flying blue colours there, Artur Pinheiro barely has the energy to get his belt back on. But it is the Brazilian who takes the win. Well, still a healthy crowd here in Brasilia as Konstantin Muller takes on Kritapat Sangwang in the blue and purple belt divisions here. The under 77 kilograms, Sangwang deciding to go to the floor. And Konstantin Muller, fresh from his victory over Canada, looked good at it. Well, a minute gone so far, no advantage to either. Konstantin Muller putting on constant pressure here. Kritipak Sengwang trying to control the head there of the bigger German. Switches his attentions now to the right knee, but no right of way so far. And of course we talk about points, we talk about techniques, but the level of stamina and fitness required, obviously both from different time zones, have to fly in here, you have to make the weight. Weighing in at under 77 kilos, literally no picnic. If you go on a picnic you're maybe minus 87s, but the physical efforts of both, from the accreditation to the transportation, the accommodation, all of these moments leading to this onto the mat when you're nervously looking at the draw, who have you got, what are you going to do, game plans flying through your head, and now at this more than halfway stage it comes down to this, who can make the key score. Konstantin Muller has been in that top position for the majority, if not all, of this contest. As the German buries his head into the chest of Kritipak Sengwang. Yeah, the stalling clock is on. Well, it was on and off again. That might have been harsh on Muller, who's trying to work. Well, this one's going down to the wire and to the last minute. No scores, no advantages, no stalling penalties. No telling what might happen though. Well, Muller into the last 30 seconds. Sengwang hasn't been able to get off of his back at all. Can he get some sort of score on the board? One advantage would take it. He's trying to stand up to try and get something going. Konstantin Muller has been a constant menace. Can he keep it going? Into the last couple of seconds. Well, this is going to go to a tied score. Will it be a tied score for Thailand? Or can Konstantin Muller land a win here? I think they're going to maybe go to the golden score if needed. I think it will be first to score anything. Yep, we have the golden score now. Well, they couldn't get it done in regulation. What can they do now? First to score is the winner. Konstantin Muller. Trying to stay strong. Is there going to be the chance? The takedown opportunity. Is it confirmed? It duly is. Well, they couldn't get it done in regulation time. Kiripak Sengwang sends a big one there. Well done to the Thai fighter in that epic battle. Konstantin Muller shows his respects there, and my goodness me, they rolled back and forth. Konstantin Muller constantly holding the pressure, but Sengwang in the last seconds says Sawadi Kap and Kopen Kap, because he was certainly coping well with that one. And how you coping yourself? Hope you've been enjoying all of the jiu-jitsu here as we move towards the conclusion of this session. We'll turn our attentions now to Germany against Saudi Arabia in the men's under 85 grouping. Simon Pallet against Badi Idris as Germany takes on Saudi Arabia. And now the battle of the big men. A big jump there from Badi Idris. Simon Pallet, the longer limbed. That squat stance of Badi Idris, keeping his elbows tucked in, providing a small target. Tries to go for that almost drop Seonage judo style. The sacrifice throw just leads to the sprawl on the tatami. Simon Pallet tries to pull his fingers away. And these are all good techniques from Badi Idris, just making it as awkward as possible for the taller German to stay up. But Pallet putting on the pressure.
Gordon Ryan that showed him very well. Gordon Ryan, they showed the crunch. I'm gonna give the shoulder crunch for you. I'm gonna give the shoulder crunch for you. Repeat the fence. Yes, 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 yes. Cross the arm. Yes. He's not good in this position, but here. He's not good in this position. Ah, but here. Yes, like this. I like this. Use your legs to pull him. Use your legs to bring him. If he don't move, you're gonna start. The referee gonna count his attention, okay? Because only you start to fight. 2 minutes, only one word. Keep it working, okay? Keep the same ways. You will do your job. You will do your job. Hands. Shoulder. Shield. Shield. Yes, in the shoulder. Step in the shoulder. Step in the shoulder.
Simon Pallet trying to get on top here for the first time.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good, Badia. Very good. Keeping the collar, push away. Yes. Driving to the side. Driving to the side. Yes. Very good, Badia. Safe. Close the guard. Close the triangle. Close the triangle. Hold the bridge. Close the triangle. Okay, making him bounce a little bit for him to feel the leg. Try lock the triangle and hold the bridge. Oh, this is really good. But open your knee. Yes, yes. You need to turn his knee to the other side, okay? Or you can spin on the knee, no problem. You can spin on the knee. But hold his knee. Push into me, Badia. Open your knee to the side. Yes, Badia, yes. He's not fight since the fight starts, Badia. Keep fighting.
Well, the call from the Saudi coach is he's happy with the work of Badia, keeping him confident.
Keep the action. Keep the action. No problem. Just keep the action.
Keep the action is the call from the coach.
Hook in the back. Hook in the back.
But Simon Pallet,
Actions from your side, Badia.
well, there's a difference between patience and passivity, and I wonder if the referee's got a better view than any of us, but just making sure that they're both being active of that. It's pretty clear they are.
Digiga, okay? Digiga. You already know what it means. Digiga. Shaking in, Badia. Shaking in. Bring your knee to my side. Turn your knee to my side. Lift your knee, okay? Bring your hip a little bit on the knee and lift. Bring his knee to me. Push his knee to my side. Yes, yes, yes. Put his knee. Put his knee.
Into the business end now, the last minute.
Hold his knee. Close the space. Turn the back. Turn the back. Turn the back. Digiga. A little bit less than digiga.
And Simon Pallet and Badi Idris, both men just driving as best they can. This could go to the golden score. Can it be a goodie from Badi? Or can Pallet find another? Into the last 10 seconds or so. There's an opportunity. Simon Pallet trying to force it. The big throw. The referee has the decision to make. Well, who's at least forced the advantage? I think the answer is neither. Although, in the last seconds, there was the advantage for Simon Pallet. He forced the pressure. And I think he's going to take it on that last second there. Well, Pallet just picked him up there and dumped him down. Badi Idris. Has the German taken the win? They're looking for confirmation with... Yes, there we go. Confirmation given. Well, in fact, that was confirmation. That's what the referee had said. And there is confirmation of the victory. Simon Pallet in the last second, literally, I think it was about 0.02 left. And in the battle of the big men, it wasn't simple for Simon, but he signs off with the win. We're going to switch your attentions now to the blue-purple belt, the under-85 corresponding matchup between Thailand and the all-neutral athlete, Arseny Ermakov against Thanapat Polput. Here they come. Thanapat Polput in red. Arseny Ermakov. And Ermakov, can he earn a win for the all-neutral team? First signal there is for a bit of advantage. Ermakov and Polput both trying to go for it early here. think there was a submission there just on the blind side. Was it an ankle lock? Hard to see from there. But a winner by submission, Tanapat Polput against Arseny Ermakov. And I think that was just an ankle lock at the end there. And a good win in double quick time. As we switch our attentions now to Germany against Brazil in the penultimate matchup in the under 77 kilogram grouping. And this, of course, the combat jiu-jitsu, the debut here at FISU at the World University Championships of Combat Sports. It's the under 77 kilogram matchup as Germany takes on Brazil. Konstantin Müller against Artur Pinheiro Alves. And there comes Müller just walking across your screen with his coach. And there is Artur Pinheiro Alves. He's a very crafty jiu-jitsu competitor. Knows how to make it complex for Müller. Goes into that defensive position early. And as we go up the weight categories, the scores go down a little bit. Harder to use the strength to get the techniques. Konstantin Müller constantly putting on the pressure. Artur Pinheiro stands up. Can he get at least the takedown here? He's got the single leg, but the referee's going to bring them back to the safety of the centre. Of course, the holds have to be held for 3 seconds for them to be valid. 4 points if you take the back control. 2 for a takedown. And 3 if you can pass guard. Chance for the Brazilian to do that. Can he get his right foot out? And he tries to go the other way. There we go. Changed it up. Good adaptation. That's going to be rewarded. Artur Pinheiro faked one way, went the other. Can he take the 2 and sustain it for a few more seconds and take the back? And that's going to back up his effort so far. Yeah, he's going to take some more points there, put him up to 5-0, I would say. Yep, there we go. The 3 for the passing of the guard. And will it be the changing of the guard, or Konstantin Müller? Can he drag something up from somewhere? You know you're in trouble when you're counting the tiles on the roof, because your opponent's then got you on their back where they want them, and that 5 becomes 7. And the young German will not graduate in this one. Artur Pinheiro Alves beginning to turn this around here. The referee standing up there. A little momentary pause that will help Konstantin Müller. I wonder if there's a little bit of running repairs needed from the doctor, perhaps. Is it the back of the head of the German? He's having the conversation there, I think, with the Brazilian coach. They're looking for the video review. So let's see what they're looking at here. Well, a couple of minutes gone as Müller and Pinheiro Alves, I think Artur Pinheiro Alves, his coach, is looking for, I think, another 3. And will it be a thumbs up or a cross? The German will be hoping that the video review is unsuccessful. Better to take their time and get it right here than rush it and get it wrong. Wonder if it's a possible additional points, or is there any infringement of the rule? Well, the adjustment on the score is as follows. The 3 have been removed. Arthur Pinheiro Alves finds himself back at 4-0. And we find ourselves just about halfway through this one. Arthur Pinheiro Alves, the host nation's favourite. In a favoured position now. Konstantin Muller, not easy for him to try and get out from under. And just circling is the Brazilian, just to stay active and keep the German off balance. And if you've ever been in this position, there's very, very little you can do to get out from it. It's kind of wet blanket suffocating you. And Konstantin Muller trying to sit up, trying to stand. Good effort from the German. But sprawling his legs away, Arthur Pinheiro pushes the hips back. There's still a lot of time left though. And the referee's going to stop them at this stage. Arthur Pinheiro looks imploringly at the ref to say why. Konstantin Muller in constant communication with the ref. Well, there's going to be another video review here. Yeah, I think confirmation there. Arthur Pinheiro Alves taking those extra 2. And they're up on their toes for the last 90 seconds of this one. Jawohl, the call. The German coach happy with the attempt of the takedown. Can he pick up the points to go with the endeavour? Doesn't look like it. The experience and the know-how of Arthur Pinheiro pinning Muller down. And there's still a minute is the call from the fans in the German contingent. But a minute can feel like a lifetime when you're in this position here, and that position is only improving now for Arthur Pinheiro Alves. And Arthur Pinheiro Alves is going to take another 4 for the hold down, and that is going to put to an end Konstantin Muller's efforts. A tap out there and a top class performance from the Brazilian. wins by submission, and he's been very, very good all day. You can see the emotion on his face there. He had to work extremely hard, and working extremely hard to hold back the emotions as well. Congratulations to him, an excellent performance. Oh, and he can scarcely believe it. He's done it. The emotion. Friends and family will know exactly what he's had to go through to get to this stage, as coach and competitor embrace. My goodness me. The elation for the host nation. The Brazilian takes the win as we turn our attention now towards Thailand against Cambodia in the adults under 77 kilogram grouping. Kritapat Sengwang against Sopana Moen Lim. And Kritapat Sengwang bouncing into the arena there. Looks as fresh as if he just showed up this morning. Sopana Moen Lim will be trying to mow him down. Sengwang shuffling and sticking that double leg takedown opportunity. Good extrication there. Kritapak Sengwang sending him, getting out of the way. Sopana Moen Lim can be happy there. Looked to be in a bit of a off-balanced position. Plenty of action so far from both men. 4 points on the board. Sopana Moen Lim, he's been very good today in this blue-purple belt adults under 77 kilogram grouping. Yeah, 4 points up is the call from the coach from Cambodia. Kritapat Sengwang holding strong here. And those micro adjustments every time.
Don't give up your position, okay?
Don't give up your position, the call from the coach in the blue corner. Understandable, because it's prime real estate at the moment. Kritapat Sengwang trying to do anything to wriggle out here and make Sopana Moen Lim tired in some way, but the conditioning there for all to see. The Cambodian clam hanging on like a limpet here as Lim moves forward and ever closer to the halfway stage. Kritapat Sengwang trying to get his head out from underneath the powerful forearm there of Sopana Moen Lim. Trying to take the back control. He's trying to stand though. Is Kritapat Sengwang. This is an outstanding effort, quite literally. The power's in the legs. Which way is he going to go? Stay tight is the call, and the coach has got it, as they say. And the amount of fitness that's required here. Both men absolutely exhausted. Sopana Moen Lim been told to get up and get on. This is why you do all the extra hours of training. The assault bike assaults your senses. The cross training that I'm doing, I'm sure, plus everyday rolling, is Sopana Moen Lim rolling towards a further victory. 6-0. Team Thailand's Kritapat Sengwang sensing danger. We're here on the debut of Jiu-Jitsu. It's befitting that in the final stages now of day one that they're serving up a real cracker here. An opportunity to get the arm out, trying to do it. Saprata Sengwang had to hang on to the last seconds, but exhaustion plus elation. Will we get confirmation from the referee? Kritapat Sengwang couldn't hang on, so Panamuan Lim tore him limb from limb, plus the big submission at the end there. Super stuff for the Cambodian. Kritapat Sengwang, a credit-worthy effort from the Thailand exponent, but in the end, the expert finds the answer. A nice warm embrace. They don't have to throw each other or tangle up or get submissions now. From rivals to friends. Only took 5 minutes to decide that one, as we decide to turn our attention to match 3 of 3 in the blue and purple belt division of combat jiu-jitsu. The men's under 85 kilograms. Badi Idris against David McGinley, as Saudi Arabia takes on Canada. McKinley and Idris separated by the Canadian's knees as he pushes up to try and keep Badi Idris off of him here. Badi Idris from Saudi Arabia here, trying to get that leg up and over, but good defensive posture from David McGinley. And butterfly, the call from the Canadian coach, but it's not quite available at the moment for the Canadian. There's going to be the first score there for Badi Idris. Manages to take that side control, plus the 4 hold down. Is there a tap coming? There is. David McGinley gave of his best there, the Canadian. But the Canuck Warrior just couldn't quite get it done. Saudi's finest there, Badi Idris. It was a goodie for Badi, as he takes that one 7-0. But no, not a breeze for Idris, as he had to push hard there. Nice show of respect between the two. But it is Badi Idris from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia taking the win there. And what a great debut it has been for Jiu-Jitsu here. So popular in Brazil for so many years, and global popularity only extending. As we extend our congratulations to Badi Idris there. And the third match up now in the blue and purple division in the under 85 kilograms. Arseny Erkmakov against Guilherme Pereira. And of course the Jiu-Jitsu athletes will have time to recover and be back for the big medal matchups on the final day, as they sort out the initial standings here. is the all-neutral athlete Arseny Ermakov, or Ermakov, I should say. Can he earn a position through against Guillermo Pereira? And there is Guillermo. And the all-neutral athlete will be going into overdrive early. Straight onto his back into that defensive posture. Trying to draw the Brazilian forward. This is a good start. Guillermo Pereira. His head and neck trapped for the moment. I'll bring a stop to it. Guillermo Pereira. Limping slightly. There's a lot of tape on that right ankle. And that is going to be the win by submission. The Brazilian was limping on the way in. And Arseny Ermakov, or Ermakov, earns that win there. So Thailand taking on Brazil now. This is the plus 70 kilogram category. Nantita Nangmang against Amanda Alves Ketley. Nantita Nangam. Thai Jiu-Jitsu exponent. Can she find some means of scoring here? Amanda Alves been forced down onto the tatami there. Good stuff for Nantita. She goes again, tries to get the arm out though. Amanda Alves, she's got the Ketley. Can she get it going here? Anita Nangmang. Using her skill there to circle around the back. Has she got back control as well? The referee keeping a look at it, trying to force that forearm under the neck there. The underhook on the other side as well. The power and the strength beginning to tell now from Nantita. Ketley, Amanda Alves has those two advantages from being aggressive, but there's going to be the 4 hold down. 6-0 now in favour of Thailand. Just about halfway through the contest now. Nanita Nangmang showing her quality and intelligence here. Amanda Alves in a bit of trouble. At some point I think the referee will stand them up. Looking to get the chokehold on now. In fact, it's the arm first. The armbar possibilities now for Nanita Namgam. She's got the strength, but that's really good defensive posturing from Amanda Alves. A couple of minutes still to go. Well, the Brazilian fans in the stands trying to give Amanda Alves something to cheer about, and it is a possibility for the Brazilian to get at least the top posture for a few seconds. Well, that's a perfect test of the principles of Jiu-Jitsu. Nanita Namgam, of course, bringing that strength and weight advantage. But a little advantage on the board for the Brazilian. She's having to summon up all of her stamina here. The plus 70 kilograms. Well, it's an open category once you get plus 70. Can she get the arm out? Can she get the side control? And there is 4 on the board for Ketley Amanda Alves. She looked to be in trouble before. The Brazilians giving it plenty in the stands. Well, the battle of the underdog continues. Nanita Namgang started off with a 6-point lead. Amanda Alves Ketley. Is the Ketley boiling now? The fans hope so. How many coaches do you need in one corner? They're all advising. But responding nicely is Nanita. She's having none of it. Trying to dig the heels in is the Brazilian. But I think that's going to be enough for Nanita Namgam. She's going to run the clock down now. And a very spirited fight back from Amanda Alves Ketley. But it's going to be the Thai exponent, Nanita Namgam, to silence the Brazilian fans. A really, really good contest. 10 points shared, but the lion's share going to Thailand. The host nation doing their best to cheer up their teammate. But Nanita Namgam, a very good win, using her skill and her intelligence to overcome the talented Amanda Alves and take the win. Well done to her. And a nice show of respect there. Lucas Lemos Camelo of Brazil goes against Rakbol Polput. In the adults under 94 kilograms. Well, Lucas is the call from the fans in the stands as the big man enters the arena. Rakpol Polput, can he rack up some scores in this David and Goliath style battle? The bigger man in blue. And he's shown that power straight away. That's going to be the takedown minimum. Can he turn 2 into a few more? Rakpol Polput trying to defend. It's a very good start for the Brazilian. Of course, you have to hold them down for the 3 seconds to get the full advantage of that position and get the points. But Rakpol Polput wrapping his legs around the right leg there of Lucas Camelo. And the longer limbs of Lucas Lemos Camelo creating another advantage here. Can he go from 2 to 5? He can. He's got the passing of the guard as we pass towards the 3-minute mark now. Rakpol Polput feeling the pressure now. Tries to get round the back to control for at least another 3. And holds it for the 3 seconds. And I think there was a little tap there on the inside as well. Maybe a shoulder for Rakpol Polput as he shouldered the responsibility. The referee just checking he was okay. Yeah, it was a shoulder to the face, I think. Into the last 3 minutes now. And it is that extra 2 points now added for the Brazilian for a further takedown. And with the takedown in particulars, it's going to be another 4 added for this top control. 11-0 now, halfway through in terms of the time. But Rakpol Polput, it may be one and done for the man from Thailand. It duly is. And there is that submission. Lucas Lemos Camelo had the skill. Very popular with friends and teammates that remain in the stand here in Brasilia. Rakpol Polput did his best, but as they adjust the vest of their gi, the best of the rest, Lucas Lemos Camelo. So this is the semi-finals now. Arseny Erkmakov against Simon Pallet as the all-neutral athlete team takes on the big German. Arseny Ermakov. Trying to keep it at close quarters here. And the German fans trying to do their bit to cheer on Simon. And it's the first little passivity warning for both. Too much stalling. That's what the referee's calling. Trying to get hold of the ankle there is Ermakov to force Simon Palot into a complex position, and he's had to tap out there. That looked like a sore one for the German in the semi-finals. Very good technique from Ermakov as he earns a spot in the final. Good submission over Simon. Unlucky for the German. So here we go. The blue and purple belt combat jiu-jitsu contest of the plus 70 kilograms. Nantita Namgam against Amanda Alves Ketley. Nice show of respect between the two. Anita Namgam's skills will be well known to Team Brazil by now. Amanda Alves Ketley in the black gi. Apologies there, we lost a little bit of the signal for the moment, but the signal from the referee is the minor advantage for the Brazilian. And they have stood up and dragged back to the safety of the centre. Anita Namgam from Thailand in a seemingly strong position. Amanda Alves Ketley with the ankles locked around the waist, trying to keep the hips back. Amanda Alves trying to use her feet to keep the shoulders back from Namgam. Very good, pushes the waist away, trying to jump up and over Is Nanita Namgam, has she given up prime position? There's an opportunity to get the arm out and get round the back here. Can she force the score? Looks like it. Can she get 2 into 4? She's going to roll this over for the other 4. 6-0 to the good now. Amanda Alves Ketley. And the Brazilian fans in the stands understandably excited. Nanita Namgam is going to have to go through her repertoire of skill to overcome Brazil. Still 2 minutes remaining. And Anita Namgam, can she get out from under this almost control of the elbow there? Amanda Alves Ketley turning up the heat here. From a Brazilian point of view, they'll be happy to see the clock ticking down. Amanda Alves was put in real difficulty against Nantita Namgam, but her quality has shone through. A minute and some change. Can the Thai exponent change things around here? Well, the score says 6-0 and the clock says it's now or never for Nantita. If the Brazilian can keep this control, it will be the latter. Looking to get one final grip of that wrist, and that will seal the deal. Amanda Alves Ketley will have used up a lot of her energy reserves here in this one. But a triumph of skill and intelligence, as Nantita Namgam will have to review her game plan for the future, because the Brazilian has managed to win this one. Well done to her. My goodness me, she is really tired after that one. The long way back up to your feet. Nantita Namgam, a credit-worthy effort for Team Thailand. But it's the Brazilian who's going to take the win here. Confirmation for you. Amanda Alves Ketley with a very, very hard fought victory indeed. And big Lucas Lemos Camelo will take on Rakpal Polput in what will be a really engrossing encounter now in the blue and purple belt adults under 94 kilogram grouping. And here they come, Brazil taking on Thailand. A familiar sight here. Time to get familiar for the two of them, and it is Rakpal Polput trying to stay close as possible and stick to that tatami if he can. Lucas Lemos Camelo circling, gets the arm. Slides round the back for the knee on the belly at least. And that will be, I would think, a signal from the referee for the first score, but doesn't come. That's going to be that first advantage there for the Brazilian in blue. Right, Pol Pot trying to survive this one here. Is he getting a little bit passive? And that is why the second advantage now, that little green 2 in favour of Lucas Lemos. Right, Pol Pot in a bit of trouble as Lucas racks up a 3 for that hold down as he passes to that side guard position. Every time you pass guard you get 3. If you hold down on the back you'll get 4. 2 for a takedown as we take ourselves towards the first couple of minutes of this one. And that's going to be a tap out submission there. In the end, Lucas Lemos Camelo found the answer where he needed it, and Rackpool Pol Pot had to pull out. And it's looking good for Lucas now. Confirmation then, the Brazilian with the win by submission. And a warm embrace from both there. The race run for Thanapat Pol Pot. As we turn our attention from this one to the semi-finals, where Saudi Arabia take on Thailand in the under 85 kilogram grouping. Badi Idris against Thanapat Pol Pot. The big ovation for Badi Idris, and equally so for Thanapat Pol Pot. Waiting for the conclusion of this one. Big jump there from Badi Idris. He's got the Brazilian fans in the stands giving him plenty of encouragement. Thanapat Pol Pot staying low. Well, the We Will Rock You rhythm been battled out by the Brazilians in the stand, but neither man finding the rhythm early here. Badi Idris badly needs a score. Pol Pot being pushed back. And they're out on that 1 metre safety zone. The referee just happy to let them continue as they move back into the centre of their own accord. And according to him, there's the first possibility. The big tap out there. Thanapat Pol Pot. Wow. Did he get the submission hold? We couldn't quite see from this angle. but his reaction says yes, he did. Paddy Idris still on his knees. And Pol Pot puts up a huge possibility there to go into the final. Will this submission be confirmed? Again, couldn't see it from this angle, but it is confirmed there. Paddy Idris gave of his best, but the winner by submission, Thanapat Pol Pot, gets it done there. Well done to him. Into the final he goes. Guess who's back? Back again. Nantita Namgam. Tell a friend, here she comes. Can she get this one done? Time for Brazil now. The host nation with a host of expectations. Ketley Amanda Alves comes into the big ovation. They'll all train together, work together. They know exactly how hard it is to get it together. And Tita Namgam, what game plan has she got? For scores and techniques, just think of the level of effort and energy that's gone into this so far, just to get to this stage, to be selected, to be here. Amanda Alves, Ketley, and the black gi, and Tita Namgam, of course, in the red belt. Attempted sacrifice throw, almost the drop Seonage as you would have in judo. As Ketley Adams put herself into a difficult position there, I think she did. It's literally called a sacrifice throw. Has she sacrificed prime position? Looking to get that arm out, Nantita Namgam. But you've got to go for it. To lose while trying to win, that's the name of elite sport. Amanda Alves may have sacrificed safe position. And safe to say this will be energy sapping stuff. The heavier Nantita Namgam trying to use that strength. 2 minutes gone now. Both eager for the opportunity. The referee happy that there is no stalling involved, but I wonder how much longer that will continue. And Tita Namgam Can she get this arm out? She's got a good sprawling there from Amanda Alves. She's turned it over, but the points are now turning up rapidly. It's going to be 7-0 now for Nanita Namgam. And Amanda Alves Ketley with just about 1:50 to go. The referee just checking she's okay. Well, Nantita Namgam having to overcome the host nation here. Amanda Alves Ketley will not be able to overcome this 7-0 lead at this stage. The good flexibility there from Nantita Namgam into the splits, but this is not going to be a split decision. This is going to be a clear and comprehensive win for Nantita Namgam. Well, for all the will and skill of Amanda Alves Ketley, she's come up against Nantita Namgam, who's on form and in the mood to finish with a flourish. The Brazilian, with all of her energy, you can only imagine how difficult it is to get out from under there. But if you look at the left hand across the windpipe now of the Brazilian, and this has been a long contest for Amanda Alves Ketley. A good effort, but Nantita Namgam with the skill, and she has overcome Brazil in this one. Well done to her. In fact, well done to both, showing what Jiu-Jitsu is all about. That intensity and desire in the Brazilian corner to try and keep going. But Namgam victorious in the end. Well, as they adjust their judo gis and the obi, the belt, it's Nantita Namgam that brings to a conclusion the effort of Amanda Alves Ketley. Well, of course, in the history, a storied one that it is, of Jiu-Jitsu, from the samurai code back in the feudal Japan era, and from those shoguns to one of the greatest exponents of judo, Jigoro Kano, who took it and adopted it into judo, and then arrived in Brazil by way of Mitsuyo Maeda, and then the Gracies adapted it in the 1920s as they turned it into what's known as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Recognition by FISU in 2020, and now the first recognised competition in 2026 as it makes its debut on the FISU platform of entertainment. And this one is the first final. Arseny Erkmakov against Tanpat Polput, and they are underway in this one. Polput, the man from Thailand. 3 seconds is required for a hold down. If you mount their back, it's worth 4 points. Past the guard is worth 3. A big pick-up attempt here from Polput as he picks up the advantage, the little green 1 there. 2 points for any takedown or any knee on the belly. So that's how it's done. Let's see how it's won. Who's going to win this one? The blue and purple belt adult section, the under 85 kilogram final. Ermakov, the all neutral athlete. Nothing neutral about Polput. And that minor advantage wiped away for Thanapat Polput.
Cadê minha blusa? Eu botei aonde?
ไม่ได้ทำเพราะชกกันไม่ใช่คุณหัวมาโอเคตอนค่อยๆถอยตัวลงไปผลักขาลงไปค่อยๆถอยตัวลงไปผลักขาลงไปค่อยๆถอยตัวผลักขาก่อนมันเปลี่ยนเกมเล่นแล้วเนี่ย
So tense times now. The knowledgeable fans and competitors in the stands watching on as we reach the halfway stage now. Arseny Ermakov, I think, is going to be separated by the referee just to ensure that the gi is back in a normal position. Nice show of respect, straight back in though, grabs his own ankle, pulls it round using the lapel. Very good attempt here from Arseny Ermakov, and Ermakov is certainly earning his right to take some air out of the tyres of Thanapat Polput, who's going to need all his conditioning to hang on here. Oh, Jiu-Jitsu, there's the tap out. He did his best, did Polput, to hang on in there, but as soon as you get your leg round the neck plus the hold of the gi, well, you've earned the right to become the champion here at the FISU World University Championships of Combat Sports on Jiu-Jitsu's debut for the all-neutral team. There was nothing neutral about that performance there. Ermakov earning the title of the champion here, Polput with the silver, but both men showing what Jiu-Jitsu is all about, not just during the contest, in the end, as Arseny Ermakov earns the gold, Thanapat Polput takes the silver, and the first ever champion, Arseny Ermakov, well earned to him.
Acabou? Acabou.
Well, a great win by submission, and I would submit that it's been a very successful debut so far by Jiu-Jitsu. There's a lot more to come, of course, but just not this evening, as that will complete the session. In terms of the action, you can see the judges gathering now. They have worked hard and they will take their final bows. And there's a warm handshake between the judges, the referees, and all of us here, I'm sure, have enjoyed it. There's plenty more to come, I'm sure. Well, of course, as we see the judges take their final photographs and final bow, we will do the same. And we'll also express our gratitude to you here at the FISU World University Championships of Combat Sports. A fine debut for Jiu-Jitsu and a fine photo finish for the judges and referees who've contributed to a really wonderful day of action. Plenty more to come, of course. But from all of us here in Brasilia, we'll conclude the Jiu-Jitsu and we'll see you for more. Check out FISU TV for all the standings and schedules. Plenty more combat to come from all of us. For the moment, it's goodbye for now.